Wow, everyone give it up one more time for Conclave of Bear. One more time, Conclave of Bear. I would personally like to thank Conclave of Bear for giving that wonderful rendition of every orgasm I've had ever. That was very nice. That was crazy. I didn't know you could just yell in the mic and have such a visceral response. Oh man. My lord. That was something else, man. If I didn't take that acid before I got here, that would have been weird, but it made sense. It made sense to me. I don't know about anyone else, but it was excellent. So, welcome to Antifolk Fest night number 2. How's everyone feeling out there? We keeping this motherfucker rolling? Woo! That's right. Like to see that you're all alive out there and that these candles aren't for a vigil. Our spirit's not dead. Oh man, that was insane. So, on deck we have Kelly Dwyer. She's setting up some stuff, but in the meantime, I got some banter time, and I'd like to talk to y'all. So my name's Nick Balls, and I'm the host for this evening. Oh yes. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'd like to start out by telling a little bit about myself. I was raised Buddhist. Alright? And being raised Buddhist is a lot like being raised Christian, as in I celebrate Christmas, and I don't know dick about my religion, okay? So, that's something to keep in mind. And growing up, my uncle, he tried to teach me a lot about Buddhism, and one time he took me to Buddhist summer camp, which is a lot like Christian summer camp. So we drove 3 to 4 hours out into the wilderness, and when we finally got there was nothing, and my uncle turns to me, he's like, "You fucking get it yet?" And then I got mad at him because he used to be an alcoholic. So I was like, "You know what, Togi? You're just a born-again Buddhist." And he was like, "Great, Nick, reincarnation. That was the first lesson. Shut the fuck up." You know, that's what he told me. Oh, man. And like being raised Buddhist helps a lot because like Buddhism with my bank account is pretty nice because the closer it is to nothing, the happier I am. I get it. Thank you. She got it. Setting up on the stage right now is my favorite space baked potato, Kelly Dwyer. She's what would happen if David Bowie and radical feminism had a love child. Pretty sure that's what happened. I don't know how she has that glitter on her face, but it's marvelous. I want the same for me.
Pretty sure it's gonna rip my face off when I take it off.
Probably will. Let's see. One of my favorite hobbies is having pretty girls brush my hair while singing songs from Pocahontas. And then once she's finally finished, she tells me that I'm her favorite Disney princess. That's definitely up on my list of things that I enjoy. Yeah, thank you. The other day I was walking and I heard some 2 dudes talking about Oscar de la Hoya, the famous boxer, and like they were being bros about it. They're like, "Yo, Oscar de la Hoya, you know he wears women's clothes?" And I was wearing this when I was walking by, so it's like, "What's wrong with that?" He's like, "Nothing, man, but just like masculinity." I'm like, masculinity? Not only can Oscar de la Hoya kick your ass, he could probably fuck it afterwards too, so you should really question what you mean by masculinity. Let's see what else I had here as they're setting up. I wrote a set list for this. I've been thinking a lot about, since this is the Anti-Folk Fest, I've been thinking a lot about like folk versus country. And folk music is basically a country song written by someone that's literate. Also, folk music is about loving your brothers and sisters, and country music is about loving your brothers and sisters, you know? It is anti-folk. That was I don't even know what that means. Is that supposed to be ironic or something? And I was thinking a lot about what a Buddhist high school, like you guys know the stereotypes about like Catholic high schools? Like what would a Buddhist high school be like? Like what kind of things would go on? And I thought that like 2 dudes would be talking in the hallway, they'd be like, Tenzin. They'd be like, "Yo, what's up?" He'd be like, "Yo, you know Bodhidharma? She used to be a whore in her past life," you know? I don't really know what would go on in a Buddhist high school, but I feel like that's along the lines of what would happen.
Hand it to me. I got it.
Oh, and I want to tell everyone that I used to go to the same high school as Bill Cosby in Philadelphia. And I was recently reading my yearbook because I was lonely on Valentine's Day. And one of the messages that someone wrote me, it said, because everyone in my high school knew I wanted to be a stand-up comedian, and as you can tell, it's going very well. But the message said, Nick, you'll definitely be the next Bill Cosby to the nights that we can't remember, Stacy. And I'm like, oh my god, no one can ever see this, ever. They're gonna get the wrong message. Because I never did that to Stacy. Stacy was the one I never decided to do that to. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not, yeah.
A-list material. I love
Yeah,
it.
thank you. A-list material, that you heard it from her mouth, that's what it was. Let's see. Thank you. Oh my god, I love when people say that they love my balls.
I do love your balls. All of them.
Oh my god, like I have something on here that says white people / cheese, and I'm not really sure what that joke was, but why do white people love cheese so much? I don't understand. One time I heard someone complain, like they were just like, I was on vacation in Colombia and I just could not escape cheese. And I was like, what does that mean? How can you not escape cheese? It's like cheese is a part of our lives. I don't get it. I don't like cheese that much. The only reason you're all full of shit is because you're constipated from the cheese consumption. That's what happens to your dietary tract. It's not good for you. It's not. Let's see. So it's we've reached a point in society when binge watching stuff on Netflix is like something admirable. Like if you told someone you saw all of Breaking Bad over the weekend, they would congratulate you. And like I'm sad because, if the only existential crisis you're having is what show to watch next, you're not being a human very well. Buffering is not suffering, and I wanted you all to know that. And like I'd imagine like Netflix for like all of humanity, and it would basically be like fucking another guitar. Oh my god. I completely forgot what Netflix joke I was gonna tell you, so I'm gonna stop right there. Are we almost ready? Space baked potato?
We're close. Maybe if you want to just play little music or something.
No, it's fine. I can still make a fool out of myself. These people in this corner like it. I don't know about you back there, but they're my best friends right now. Thank you so much. You have a lovely beard. I wish I could grow facial hair. No shave November. This is no shave forever. Could you imagine? That's what I'm dealing with. Camel toe.
I'm just tuning now.
All right. I was walking in the rain the other day and I saw a dog in a designer raincoat, and I was kind of upset, and I wanted to just put them in like a garbage bag, Silver Lining Playbook style. Not the dog, just the owner for buying their dog a designer raincoat. That's bullshit. And we ever been walking when it's pouring rain and there's like awnings and you're like, oh sweet, I'm not gonna get wet for 30 seconds. And you're walking in there and not only is someone wearing a poncho, which I love ponchos because it's an article of clothing that can also be a vaguely racist insult depending on who you call poncho. They're wearing the poncho and they have an umbrella and they're walking under the awning, and it pisses me off because that's like having a dick switch, wearing 3 condoms, and then not having sex, all right? It's superfluous. It's not needed. Why are you underneath the canvases that I need? I'm not even wearing a coat, motherfucker, all right? It's 55 degrees. I didn't know it was gonna rain this hard. Get out of my way. I want this 30 seconds of dryness just so I know what it's like to not be wet, all right?
Let's go.
Ready? All right, so now to the stage, as I said before, my favorite space